It's Sunday morning and welcome back at 6:30. I'm Maddie Kurth. If you're trying to head out to the NOLA Funk Fest later today or maybe watch the Saints game, we've got some good weather on the way. Let's get you over to meteorologist Hannah Gard for a look at that Weather Authority forecast. A little change in the tides.
Yep, we're finally seeing the rain moving out. Now, we didn't get much of it. Most of this rain actually passed us, and even these downpours that you're seeing right off the east coastline, this actually rebuilt right in those areas, so we didn't really see this move through. We saw maybe a stray shower. We saw a downpour over the metro briefly, but look at our rain totals, including yesterday when we saw a little bit of rainfall. No one got over half an inch of rain in our area. Baton Rouge picked up 0.51 inches of rain, but this was not a drought-busting rain, and we need it because our drought conditions are moderate all the way around Lake Pontchartrain in southern Mississippi, Biloxi in that severe drought category. We need a drenching rain to get rid of this, and this just was not it, and it doesn't look like we will get much in the extended forecast. That front coming through now, that's what's pushing the rain on. We are going to see a drop in temperatures with cool mornings, and then we have another front coming midweek. That will be a dry front. So temperature-wise right now, we are in the mid to upper 70s on the South Shore, parts of the North Shore as well. But Macomb, 69 and 67 in New Roads. We're starting to see the temperatures falling as that front is approaching. Ahead of it, it's a little bit warm. I think the timing with the front coming through will be around midday, so it's still going to heat up a little bit before that, and then we'll see the winds picking up, the drier air coming in, and it'll moderate those temperatures a bit. But you're seeing rain all the way up to Chicago. Saints are playing up there today. You'll have a little bit of lingering rain up there, even still some severe weather happening with a really cool air mass over the plains that's going to sink in. So here comes the front. We have that breeze that's going to kick in really in the afternoon. This is a good day to get out there to those fests. It will be a little bit windy, so hold on to your hats. But once we get to the evening, wind should die down a little bit, and we'll have a really cool morning on your Monday as you're headed out the door. The flow starts to switch though. Now we're getting more of an easterly wind. By later in the day, Monday, it starts to come from the south again. That will return the moisture slightly. And we could see maybe some rain as we have the second front coming down on Wednesday. I don't think this will be drenching rain as well. We might not even get measurable rain. We might not get any rain. But you will see a temperature drop. So we're kind of roller coaster here with the temperatures. 84 today, 80 tomorrow, 86 on Tuesday, down to 78 on Wednesday. And then we'll start a little bit of a climb back toward the mid 80s by the end of the week. Our morning lows, though, really cool out the door tomorrow. You might need a jacket. You can wear a sweater. If you're trying to get into the fall spirit, great time to do so tomorrow morning out the door. 40s on the North Shore. Inland areas, maybe even falling to upper 40s in some places on the South Shore, but most of us in the 50s and low 60s. Then Tuesday, we're back up to the upper 50s, which is still cool compared to where we are this morning and yesterday, but it's not quite as cool as we'll be tomorrow. And the reason we get so low is because those dew points really fall off from the 60s to the 40s tomorrow, back up to the 60s Tuesday, then back to the 40s Wednesday, which will leave us with another cool morning on Thursday morning. In the tropics, we are still tracking this wave moving into the Caribbean now. See all that thunderstorm activity? It's about to move past Trinidad and Tobago. That is going to go into the Caribbean Sea, and then medium chance now for tropical development from the National Hurricane Center. You can see why. Look at the sea surface temperatures. Incredibly warm for the time of year. We have had no storms in the Caribbean so far this year. Lots of energy to work with. So here comes the moisture, moves into the Caribbean, and then it kind of stalls out. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's still just sitting there. That will be when we see something trying to come together. The question will be, does it hang out to the west near Central America, or does it get picked up by ultimately another front that I think is timing out for after next weekend? There's a lot of question marks there. Does it have a path to the Gulf? I think at this point it would be really, really difficult to get something into the Gulf, and if it did, it would be in that southeastern part of the Gulf and then probably steered up to the northeast. So not something I think we need to worry about, but really interesting thing to be watching in October. Melissa is the next name on the list. We will keep a close eye on that, of course, especially if you have cruise plans. Things like that is something to think about through this week, really, and then especially toward the end of the week after that moisture has been sitting there for a while. We could see that form into our next name system. Maddie?
Yeah, quite a treat, though, to make it this far into the season and to only be hearing this now. You know, this is great.
Yeah, we definitely don't want anything heading our way. And at this point, it would be really, really difficult for that to happen because we're starting to get these fronts coming down.
All righty,
like
keep
we're
it up.
seeing right now.
More fall feeling, less hurricane activity. We like it.
That's the best time of year.
All righty.